Tell the court what happened.
So, Your Honor, my troublesome little sister just moved back in. You know, she's in and out of the house because she had a teen pregnancy, so she was getting into it with her father's baby, you know, back and forth. And she needed a car. She took my car without my permission. I had no idea she had my car until I saw it was wrecked. So I told my parents said, you know what, we're gonna deal with it. I wanted to call the police and I wanted to file a claim with the insurance, you know, to get my car fixed.
So wait, you both live with your parents?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and it's your car?
Yes.
Whose name is it in?
My name.
You bought it. All right, and so Ms. Santos, how did you find out that the car was gone?
Because after she wrecked it, she called me. She called me directly and she wanted me to send AAA to come get the car.
Because she had wrecked the car and was somewhere on the side of the road.
Yes.
And so, Ms. Santos, when did you find out that your sister had taken your car?
When I had to leave for work. I went outside and my car was gone.
Oh, hell no! I swear, if somebody took my car without asking and then wrecked it, the hell that there would be to pay. I would be burning bridges with every single person whose fault it was.
All right, and so when this all gets sorted out, you say in your testimony that you're suing for auto damage and breach of contract for the car repair. How does that happen?
So basically, my parents promised me $5,000 as a graduation gift. You know, after my sister did wreck my car, they took $500 from the $5,000 to supposedly get it fixed. Therefore, they only gave me $4,500. But Your Honor, the car, according to my mother, was fixed. They took it to some random mechanic, and I have evidence here of how the car looked after she got it fixed and how it looked after I took it to the actual dealership
Let me see
to get it fixed.
This evidence.
So, Your Honor, in the photo, you'll see that the door handles are white. They do not match. There's discoloration on the door, and they put caps on the rims. My roof was also kind of leaking, so if I left it like that on a rainy day, my car would have been flooded. So I had to take it to the dealership. You know, the check engine light was on. It was just not safe to drive, Your Honor. I was so scared to get in that car and put my life at risk because it was not fixed properly.
Listen, they're family, so then maybe you can kind of like look past some things. And they said that they were gonna fix it. But if it wasn't exactly how I left it, gone. You're no longer my family. Bye. Bye-bye.
So does AAA tow the car to a body shop?
Yes.
Where's the estimate for that body shop?
So I have that here.
Let me see it, please.
And it's a friend of my husband, so we got it. That's why we only paid $500 because no one is gonna charge you that. But this is a friend.
Did
of
you
ours.
report this to the insurance?
No.
Okay, but $500 from your daughter's graduation present when it wasn't even her fault that the car was wrecked? I swear to God, the audacity of some of these people. I can't believe it. I need something to lean on because I can't believe. My knees are weak. I cannot believe that they took $500 from her graduation present and used it to fix her car for a mistake that she didn't do. Make it make sense.
All right, so you decided not to report it to the insurance and just get the car fixed for $500.
Yes.
Was it determined whether or not this was your younger daughter's fault or was it somebody else's fault?
Well, I mean, she didn't get into an accident with another vehicle. Thank God. She hit like a little embankment, a little wall.
Oh, on the highway.
Yeah, on the passenger side.
All right,
So
and
she
so
didn't.
you decided to get that done, $500 from a mechanic you knew.
Yes.
But you say that was not up to your standards, Ms. Santos.
Yes, ma'am, it was not
And
safe
you
to
went
drive.
and had an additional estimate done, because I don't even see, oh, here's the estimate.
Your Honor, I'd just like to
Door replacement, $150, and roof alignment, $200, $350, and then the mirror for $150 would be $500 you pay him.
Okay, that is so cheap that it's borderline sketchy. Listen, I know fixing a car is expensive, but when it's that cheap, you can't know for sure that they're actually gonna fix it to a high enough quality to feel safe to drive that car. I had to spend like $500 just to like get an oil change and rotate my tires. But to replace an entire door? What did they do? Put that thing back together with duct tape?
Now, What kind of car is this? That's real cheap.
Yes, like I said, only because it's a friend of my husband's. My husband's a contractor, so these are friends that, or people
All right,
he's
but
worked for.
Ms. Santos, you're saying your mom and dad took this to a family friend, but you didn't believe the car was still safe.
Yes.
So then you took it to another body shop.
Yes, I took it to the actual dealership and I had to pay $2,500.
Yeah.
To get it repaired.
Yes.
And here's the estimate here that says, so $1,100 plus a service fee of $600, and then the engine washing. Why did the engine need to be washed if this was body damage?
Engine washing seems like a sketchy thing. Like, she doesn't know much about cars, but any regular person will know that, okay, your engine's gonna be like dirty regardless. Like, I bet that engine cleaning lasted about 30 minutes on the freeway. The woman in the background in the audience is giggling about how freaking ridiculous this is.
To be honest, Your Honor, I don't know much about cars. It wasn't like that
Of
before.
course.
The engine light just stayed on. So like I said, I don't really know anything about cars.
So the engine light wouldn't go off?
No.
After she had the accident?
It
The
was
engine
on
light was
before
on.
the accident.
You said what?
The engine light was on.
Oh, the engine light was on before she even took it?
Yes.
It would come on and off, but it stayed on after my sister took it.
All right, so once you decided to get this car fixed, Ms. Santos, and then your daughter felt like, Mom, this isn't fixed right, then why didn't you say, well, I want to make sure it's safe for you? Why did you think $500 in repair after a wreck was sufficient?
Because it was fixed correctly. We trust this mechanic. He's been our family mechanic for years. She's just being extra picky. She's, right now she's really hurt with her sister being back, and she feels like we're giving her special attention. But I mean, we gave her $4,500 as a gift for graduation, and that's not an obligation. It was a gift.
Okay, but it was supposed to be $5,000. And you took money out of her graduation gift to fix a problem that your other daughter created. I would be pissed off too.
We originally told her we're gonna give her $5,000. We took $500 out to get the car fixed.
But why'd you take $500 to get the car fixed when it wasn't her fault that the car got messed up?
We understand that, Your Honor. It's just that we didn't have all the money to cover it. She just graduated. We gave her a graduation party as well. And, we've had an extra finance burden with my younger daughter being home, and we have a grandbaby at home. And
so now your younger daughter, after taking the car without permission, running into an embankment, and everything else that's going on, she's basically relieved of any responsibility. Is she paying any of this money back?
we told her she's gonna have to. I mean, she needs to get a job as well.
So she has no job. She's taking other people's cars, wrecking them. You going and fixing it the cheapest way you can fix it. You took the $500 out that you promised for her graduation gift to cover that.
Yes.
Now, you promised her a gift of $5,000.
That's correct.
That's something you told her you were going to do for her. You promised her you were going to give her $5,000, but only gave her $4,500.
Yes.
And was there something you were going to use that $5,000 for, Ms. Santos, or you were just expecting a gift of $5,000?
No, Your Honor, I did have a plan. I just graduated high school about 9 months ago. I'm really looking into my future. I was actually going to get an apartment with that money. I'm trying to move out of my parents' house, especially now that my younger sister's
Did you go
in.
sign a lease?
Yes.
I want to know, where is the younger sister? Where is she? Is she at her new job that she's supposed to have? Is she taking care of the baby that she's supposed to be taking care of? Maybe. It seems like she just disappears when things get a little hairy and only shows up when she needs something.
My younger sister's
Did you go
in.
sign a lease?
Yes. That's why I really depended on those $5,000.
So you went and signed a lease on an apartment, and what was the down payment?
$2,500.
All right. So in some ways, you acted in reliance on the fact that your mom and dad said to you, you're getting $5,000.
Well, yeah, they're my parents. So I
Then
thought
they
I could
not
rely on my
obligation.
parents.
It was gonna be a gift.
Hold on. Legally, when you set up and you're going to give a gift, until you give the gift, until you deliver that gift, right? The gift is unenforceable. You could just decide not to give the gift, right? However, when you tell someone you're going to do something, when there is some type of reliance, when someone says to you, I'm going to do this for you, and then in reliance on that fact, you go and do something else, then there does begin to be some protections under the law for people who relied on something other people said.
Exactly. Because the parents are doing this, they are festering a resentment from their daughter with the rest of the family, with the sister and with both parents. You think that she is going to be totally okay with this whole situation? No. She's going to resent everyone involved. And then you're going to ruin your relationship with your daughter.
It seems clear to me that your instinct was to give her the $5,000 because you subtracted $500 from the $5,000 for something that was not her fault.
No, and we understand
It was something
that.
you decided to not report to the insurance. Now, legally, there may be some wiggle room as to whether or not you truly owed her $5,000 when it was a gift. But in this courtroom, I'm able to decide what is exactly not just legally appropriate, but in this instant, morally. You cannot bring your younger daughter back into the home, wreaking havoc and causing problems, and allow your older daughter to suffer for that. That's just not right. When you got that one problem child, don't let every other sibling have to bear the burden of the problem child, right? That's your responsibility because that's your child. So it's the opinion of this court that you should not have subtracted the $500 from that gift. You also should have made sure the car was fixed appropriately in a way that you know your daughter could rely on and feel safe. I don't think you did that either. I think you did a patch job. So your damages are $1,778 that you paid to get that fixed, because I am not including the engine washing, because I do not think that that was an issue that happened necessarily because of the crash. It was already an issue before. But the $500 that you were missing, I'll add that. I'm going to award you, Ms. Santos, $1,778, which is the cost of your repairs minus the whole engine thing, because it's very questionable if that light was on already, whether or not that was caused by your younger sister's crash. So the $1,700.78 plus the $500 that I think you should not have subtracted for those repairs, Mom, comes to $2,200.78. Judgment for the plaintiff. Court is adjourned.
All rise.
Yep, I completely agree with that judgment. I think it's weird that the parents acknowledge that they subtracted the $500 from her graduation gift and then think that that's like totally okay. The judge is right. You can't let the problem child's issues reflect on the other children. It can't be a burden on the other children. It's your responsibility as a parent to take care of that person. What do you guys think about the judgment? Do you think it was too much, too little, or just right? I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know. Love ya.
How the did you bring me to court?
Because
To
she
sue
needs
me-
to
to
take
sue me and your dad in
responsibility.
court.
How many years? You've let her
I
get away
know,
with
but
how
you
many
know
things?
that she has issues. She has problems.
Please follow
Okay,
me
that's
this way.
exactly
Oh
why.
my God, I can't believe you.